Hello! Who's ready for the Royal Rumble? Yes. Okay. Before we get started on me telling you who I think is going to win the Royal Rumble, I just wanted to say I do have an announcement. So if you want to hear what it is, I will be letting you guys know at the end of this video. So if you want to know, stay tuned. Now let's talk about the Royal Rumble. So, the Royal Rumble is this Saturday, as you guys may know. It is taking place in Saudi Arabia. So, out of all the people that have declared themselves for the match, I believe that Roman Reigns is going to win the match. Reason being is because he came back last year after his loss to Cody Rhodes to get his title back. He did not successfully do so. He's frustrated, he's upset, and he wants his darn title back. Okay? Now, that's who I think is going to win the Men's Royal Rumble match. Color me biased, but I mean, who else should win it? I mean, come on. I mean, maybe Penta, but no. Roman this year is dedicated, okay? He's on his mission, and nothing is going to deter him from this mission, okay? He had a hard year last year, okay? So in order to make up for this past year, he is going to win the Royal Rumble. So, that is my opinion, and I'm going to stand by that, okay? Now, let's move on to the Women's Royal Rumble match, who I think is going to win. I believe that the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble match will either be Rhea or Asuka. I cannot decide between the two because, you know, they're still in this feud. So, I mean, as far as I know, I don't think it's going to be stopping anytime soon. I mean, am I wrong or am I right? I mean, Asuka has been on something else ever since she came back. You know, telling Io who she can talk to or who she can't talk to. I think anybody would be getting tired of that. And, you know, I think Rhea was just trying to help out Io understand what Asuka was doing. Would I like Rhea to beat Asuka and go on to WrestleMania to conquer whoever is the champion at that time? Yes, I would very much like that because we haven't seen her be champion since after Elimination Chamber last year. If I'm not mistaken, So, would I like Rhea to beat Io? Absolutely. Is that a biased part of me? Yeah. Probably. But the point still stands. I think Rhea should beat Asuka. I think that it'll definitely come between the two of them, because I feel like out of everybody that is in the match, I ain't as strong as Rhea or Asuka. But that's just my personal opinion. Okay? And honestly, I think they made a bad choice about Charlotte winning last year's Royal Rumble, because she went all the way to WrestleMania and talked all this stuff, started all these fights, and she lost. So I don't think that was a smart choice, and I don't think it would be a smart choice if they let her win this year. But that is just my personal opinion. There's nothing biased about it. I respect Charlotte for the champion that she is. But I feel like somebody else should have won the Royal Rumble. I understand that they let her win the Royal Rumble, or gave her the win at the Royal Rumble, because she just came back from a really long injury that nobody knew she was going to be able to come back. I understand it, I respect it, I just don't agree with it. Okay? So, yeah, Rhea or Asuka. That's what I'm picking. Okay? Thank you. Now, let's get into the non-Royal Rumble matches that are also going to be done on Saturday. Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. Now, as much as I would like Sami to finally get a world title and to finally beat Drew McIntyre, this is gonna really hurt me. I don't think he's going to beat Drew. Because, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't think he's ever beaten Drew. Ever. Still to this day. So, I mean, if you want to say I'm biased, that's fine. I mean, I won't be surprised if Sami won. I'd actually be really happy. Because, I mean, Drew's one flew over the cuckoo's nest. But that's neither here nor there. But, yes, unfortunately, I think that Drew is going to win that match. Now, as far as the Gunther versus AJ Styles match, with the AJ Styles retires if he loses stipulation, which I think is a ridiculous stipulation, because he was going to retire at the end of this year anyway. But I'm going to go off topic, well, slightly. I'm just envisioning Gunther after he beat John Cena, being like, oh yeah, I retired John Cena. I retired John Cena. Look. You didn't retire John Cena, Gunther. Gunther, you're like, just a little speck of what that match was, because he was going to retire whether he won or lost. That was his last match. He didn't retire because you beat him. He retired because, well, he wanted to retire. You didn't retire him. So, I don't think you should be going around being like, I retired him. Because you didn't. His contract ended, and he chose to be done. What a concept. So yeah, I think this stipulation is unnecessary, because he was already gonna retire at the end of this month anyways, or at the end of the year anyways, just like John did last year. But Gunther, I don't know if you heard me say, but he's in the Royal Rumble match. So he has 2 matches in one day. So I hope he's the first one in the match, because I want him to be tired. I know this is going to sound very biased to me, but I really don't care at this point. I want AJ Styles to beat him, because I mean, who does Gunther think he is, honestly? I know I've talked about him in videos before, but I respect him as a wrestler. I just don't like him as a person. Like, I mean, maybe it's not him as a person, it's him, his character that he plays on, like that he puts out there in the WWE universe. I respect his work. I respect that he's a good wrestler, but his character needs a little bit of work. And I know that, that's just how it is. Like, that's how his character carries himself. I totally get it. But he's rude. He's arrogant. And honestly, he needs to stop acting like he's such a big shot. Because he's not. He's not a big shot. Because every chance he gets to go to a big stage, he loses. For instance, he lost to Sami Zayn after a really long Intercontinental title run at WrestleMania, for one. 2, Finn helped him win the World Heavyweight Championship against Damian Priest. I feel like if Finn didn't get involved, Damian would have still been the champion. And then the next thing is, so he's champion, right? And then it's Crown Jewel. And it's champion versus champion for the first time. It's champion, no, well, not the first time, but it's champion versus champion. Whoever wins is the Crown Jewel champion. Right? Cody beats him. And he was talking all this stuff, just like he did to Sami. He talks a lot of smack, but a lot of the time when it comes to big stages, he can't back it up. I mean, he lost again to Jey Uso at last year's WrestleMania in Vegas. So, I mean, point being, I don't think he's the hot shot he likes to think he is. That's just my opinion. So yeah, I think AJ Styles should win that match. Now, on to the announcements. And this is going to be exciting. So, I have started a second channel because I think it would be fun to have a place to be able to post other content, because the content that I want to film and post, I can't post on here because this channel is wrestling related. So, I did make another channel so that, you know, I could post other content. So, if you want to subscribe to that channel, I'll have it linked down below. And I will be posting my first video this Friday at 3 p.m. Central Time. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe to this channel if you like these kinds of videos. And if these videos aren't for you, go ahead and check out my other YouTube channel where I will be posting other types of content. Maybe that will be better for you guys. So, yes, I'm glad to be back. I'm excited to see who's going to win the Royal Rumble. And I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.